All right, what's up everyone? Got up early this morning, made a drive, checked out a couple streams. But this was kind of the furthest end away from where I wanted to start. So I went ahead and made the drive. It's like 2.5, 3 hours down a long dirt road, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And basically I'm right at the edge of where the National Forest starts. So it goes off that direction. There's a bunch of private land that way. So you got to go through a bunch of gates and stuff, and there's a bunch of signage that tells you to stay on the main road, that anything off the road is trespassing. So after, like I said, about 2.5 hours, finally came to this cool camping spot here. Only place that had shade, so I decided to go ahead and pull in. Don't know if I want to camp here tonight. My plan is, but it just kind of depends on how the stream fishes. Stream is over there. I found this spot on Google Maps. I was just, looking at satellite imagery, and I found a little campfire ring beside a little small creek, and I was like, oh, well, how do I get there? So I started looking at how to get here, and that's how, basically just mapped out my way, and here I am. I went there first because where the fire ring was at, and there's just no shade. So it's kind of still getting up to about 90 during the day. So I was like, man, what a cool spot. So if it all works out, I'll camp here and fish the stream, and I might stay for 2 days. It just depends on what I find in the stream. But let's go ahead and start making our way there. It's a pretty stream. Road is not terrible. It's just a long way, and it would be worse if there were a lot of rain or whatever. But it's the dry season, so I mean, is that not just a cool view? All right, so it looks like mostly hunters use this area. The fire ring that I found on Google Maps, I drove there, and there was a hunting stand in the fire pit. Like somebody came here, and they're getting ready for hunting season. It's the mid-August, and people are going to start using the National Forest to get out and to hunt. So creek is over here. I'll probably go down. There's a forest, or another dirt road down here. I'll probably walk down there and fish my way back up from that. I got my 7.5 foot 3-weight. That looked like perfect for what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm just going to cut through here. Let's go see. Go look and see what we find. Keep an eye out for anything that rattles. All right, it's a pretty stream. Get you a better look. I'm not sure what's swimming in this stream. Could be brook trout, wouldn't be surprised. The last stream I found that was like this, and I'll link that part in the description. It's a couple parts back. And if you're new to the channel, basically I'm just traveling. I travel all over and I do series. So this series is 3 months long. It's going to be Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. I have another series from last summer. Check out that. The last one I found like this were cutthroat and browns. And it was an amazing stream. Another one that probably doesn't get fished very often. So anyway, let's go see if we can find some fish. Fishing a 7.5 foot 3-weight. 5X to an ant right now, and I have not done anything. We got a little dropper on. I'm gonna take that off. The last time I fished this rig was on that other stream that was very similar to this, and the browns responded more to the dropper, so I left it on. But who knows what today we'll find. Ant is a good fly for unknown waters, especially small streams like this. Browns will eat it. Cutthroat, brookies. It's just a good fly to start off with if you're really not sure what's in the stream. And this is not one of those streams you're probably going to find any fishing reports on. It's just a little small stream, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So like I said, it's pretty looking though. Let's see. Cold. Looks like good fishing water. All right, first fish. Let's see what we got. That is a beautiful cutthroat, and I'm super excited about the quality considering the small stream. Man, what a pretty fish. All right, that's what we're after. Oh man, he was kind of underneath there. I just turned the camera off for 2 seconds I always wait till I like to catch the first fish before I turn the camera on. I'm not super superstitious, but there's just something about if I run the camera till I catch a fish, it seems like I just don't do well. So let's see if there's another one there. I know I'm excited now. If I catch a bunch of those, man, this will be an amazing stream. Ooh, he chased after it and looked at it. Alright, and my drip was just a little bit bad. Looked at it again. Might have to put a dropper on and get him. Okay, so I tied on a little perdigan, 5X to my dropper, so I can get that fish to eat. Might be too deep. The reason I like an ant is because I can tie a dropper on real quick, and usually that will pick up a fish. He's sitting right there. There's a rock here. He's sitting right there on the side of that. He wouldn't take the ant. He didn't take the caddis, so I tied on the he wouldn't take the perdigan, so I tied on the caddis dry. Let's see if he'll take this. Not the first cast. All right, tied on a little PMD. He was definitely looking for mayflies. I almost tied on a mayfly first, and I thought I've seen a lot of caddis. Might stick with that PMD for a little bit. There's your selective cutthroat. He's going right up into the shade. Somebody's fished here. I can see some fishing line. Oh, I just saw a fish rise. Let me kill that drift, or that cast. Let's get up here a little closer. Oh, a bunch of fish rising. That's not a bad fish either. I think he's eating midges. How awesome is that? Oh, it's a freaking whitefish. Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding. Come on, whitefish. That's another whitefish. Man, it was just a pool of whitefish rising. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. It's the craziest thing ever. Above the beaver pond seems to be a good spot. All right. Gotta watch those cut banks. That's where your good fish will be hanging out. Pretty fish. Okay, so before we go too much further, let me show you how I'm rigged up here. So 7.5 foot 3-weight. I got a 7.5 foot system, probably a 7 foot leader. I've cut into it. I don't know if you can see the knots, but I've changed it up several times. I'm fishing 5X to a little ant with a little bit of a red wing so that I can see it. Using an ant because I can add a dropper. I talked about that a little while ago. All right, guys, I am wrapping up this video. I had a great day here. It's a fantastic stream. Lots of cutthroat. I'd say somewhere between the 12 to 14 inch was probably the bigger size. Tons of 10 to 12 inch, all eating on the surface. So what a fantastic trip. This was a great day. Can't wait to come back. Gonna put this on as a spot to come back to over the weekend. Can't imagine it sees much traffic. Got great camping. You can see I tucked in there earlier because I needed some shade. And then I have pretty much just had this entire valley to myself. So I'm gonna wrap up the video. It's been a good time. Hope you guys enjoying it. I'm having a great time, and we'll check in tomorrow. Thanks for watching the video.